Hey, what's up, guys? It's Anjos and We got another fight announcement yesterday. Friday, January 7th, 2022. We got an announcement that the new main event for Saturday, February 19th, 2022 is going to be Rafael Dos Anjos against Rafael Fiziev. And Fiziev called out Dos Anjos a couple days prior, and finally we see Dos Anjos back in action for the first time since November 2020. Feels like it's been a long time. In Paul Felder's retirement fight, Paul Felder took the fight on a week's notice and put up a hell of a fight. Don't know how it was a split decision. I mean, I was on Felder, so I was hoping Felder got the split, but in all honesty, I think Dos Anjos kind of took all 5 rounds. So, but Dos Anjos looked fucking amazing in that fight, man. He really is well suited for the lightweight division, man. The guy's an absolute tank, former lightweight champion. He claimed the lightweight title in 2015? March 2015 from Anthony Pettis. Man, what a fight. Joanna also claimed the women's strawweight title that night. And man, he beat Donald Cerrone in his only title defense at lightweight. He was supposed to fight Conor McGregor in a fight that I actually bet Dos Anjos in. I remember the line was pick'em, but obviously that fight never took place. Money got refunded. Then he lost to Eddie Alvarez as like a huge favorite. I want to say he was a 4-1 favorite. Showing -305 here. I mean, I would look on Best Fight Odds if I really wanted to know. Lost that, man, in a fight that I think he said he had a tough time making weight. But yeah, Eddie Alvarez caught him, rocked him, had him on skates, and put him out. And yeah, I remember that was like a Wednesday or Thursday night card, man. It was crazy. Tony Ferguson, lost to Tony Ferguson in the fall of 2016 in Mexico City, I think, or Mexico. Great fight, man. We know how good Tony was back then. Beat Saffonine, Magny, Lawler after he moved up to welterweight. And it looked like he was really finding a home in welterweight. Lost the interim title in an interim title fight to Covington, lost to Usman. I mean, he's faced a who's who, beat Kevin Lee in a fight that Kevin Lee was favored in. I was on Dos Anjos. And Dos Anjos, yeah, put him out in the 4th round. I kept thinking it was the 3rd. But yeah, Kevin Lee was successful the first couple rounds. But he just gassed. We know Kevin Lee's issue. And then in the Leon Edwards fight, it was a pick'em fight, man. And I really regret this, but I was on Dos Anjos in that fight, and Edwards just fucking schooled him, man. I think Edwards schooled him every round, but maybe the second, and maybe that still went to Edwards. But we know how good Leon Edwards is, man. And that fight was a pick'em. It wasn't a model play or anything, but yeah, I mean, it's just a fight that I really look back on a lot because I mean, a pick'em fight, and we just know, man, Dos Anjos is a lightweight. Edwards is a true welterweight, and we know how well-rounded Edwards is, man. Edwards is really a really good fighter, and Leon Edwards does deserve the fight for the welterweight title against Kamaru Usman. He lost to Michael Chiesa, and that was really weird because he was a big favorite too against Chiesa, and that's kind of when we knew he wasn't really suited for welterweight anymore. I kind of thought he was done. But he beat Felder, and he's ranked 6 at lightweight. And he was supposed to fight Islam Makhachev a couple times, and I really think that was obviously a horrible style matchup for him. So it was probably in his best interest not to take those fights. But, I mean, I think Rafael Fiziev is going to light a fire under him because he's calling out who's the best Rafael in the UFC. And Dos Anjos was right, man. Dos Anjos has held the title. Dos Anjos has been in the UFC since fucking 08. Maybe 07, man. This guy's been around, man. This guy's been a long time. He lost to Jeremy Stevens in his debut in 08. Unbelievable, man, this guy. This guy is just... He's only 37, too, man. But he's taken a lot of time off recently. Fiziev, man, what can we say? He's one of the best strikers in the UFC. Really put on a showcase performance against Riddell. But Dos Anjos is a very well-rounded fighter, man. Beat Bobby Green, beat Moicano, Diakese, White. Lost to Magomed Mustafayev in his last fight. But we've seen, man, that he can be hurt. He is kind of small for the weight class, even though he can hold his own. and he doesn't have a ground game to speak of, man. I mean, Dos Anjos is very well-rounded, striking and on the ground, man. Fiziev ain't going to be easy to keep on the ground, but FanDuel opened the odds yesterday, and that line opened -130. -130 Fiziev, +108 Dos Anjos, and the line is currently moved on FanDuel to -178 Fiziev, +150 Dos Anjos. Bet Online and 5 Dimes hasn't opened it yet, which Bet Online will probably open it first. But I imagine with Bet Online seeing what FanDuel is at, they're going to open it in the ballpark of that number, I imagine. Could be wrong. But Dos Anjos is once again, being disrespected. Dos Anjos makes a great underdog. Fiziev hasn't fought nobody like Dos Anjos. I think Dos Anjos is very live at +150, man. I think he is a very worthy underdog. And my money at +150 or higher, or even +120 is going to be on Dos Anjos, man, because Dos Anjos is he's a live dog, man. He's a great fighter, great main event fighter. Been around a long time, has my respect, and he's always counted out of fights, man, because he hasn't fought in a while or because he doesn't hype up fights. And Fiziev, yeah, Fiziev's getting all the love, all the money because of his last fight against Riddell, but people forget that was almost a pick-em against Riddell. You know, Riddell just didn't look like he showed up for that fight. Fiziev looked good, not taking nothing away, but Dos Anjos ain't going to go out like Riddell did. So my pick's going to be Dos Anjos, guys, just giving you an early insight into this fight.